Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to do a bridal look. For those of you who are getting married this year, I am actually getting married in September, but I am getting my makeup done professionally. If you guys don't know, I am a professional makeup artist, and I do mainly bridals. So I thought it would be great to help those of you who are getting married and maybe you're on a budget. I know with everything that's been going on and everything like that, weddings have been postponed, they've been canceled. So if you're wanting to do your own makeup, I wanted to help you ladies out, and we did more of like a soft glam kind of look, which actually a lot of my brides request for, and looks great on even like the bridal party and everything like that. So if you want to see how to create this bridal makeup look and do your own, stay tuned. Okay, sorry about the lighting. I don't know if it's too bright or whatever, but first we are going to start off with an eye base. So whatever you use for your primer, you would go in with that. I always like to use a concealer, which I'm going to be using the NARS Soft Matte Complete. I'm not putting it so great. Complete concealer in the shade Custard. And I'm just going to take it on this concealer brush. I've already done my brows to save time, but honestly, however you do your brows is really up to you. But I've blended out my eye base. I'm gonna set it real quick, just because I honestly don't like when the powder, the eyeshadow stick to the stick to it, the base too much, that I can't blend it out. So I'm just gonna powder real quick. I like to use, any powder honestly works. I use the RCMA No Color powder. The first thing that we're gonna do is go in with a bronzer. This is actually a pressed powder, and it's by the brand Sue Debit, and the color's in Summer Monsoon, but it's like this neutral brown color, and it's great for like eyeshadow or anything like that. So I'm going to use the Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to pick this color up, and I'm going to apply this into my crease. As a transition shade, also as a crease brown all over color. And then I'm also going to kind of drag it out. And take this shade here, and I'm gonna focus this more on the outer corner, and we're gonna smoke it out here. So basically we want to keep our lids clear and clean, so that way our lid color, because obviously we want our lid color to go there, but after I apply this here in my outer corner, I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to blend into the crease, but we're not going to go past our transition shade. Now that we have applied that, we're going to take a blending brush. This is the Morphe 518. It's just like this tapered blending brush, and we're just going to blend those two colors together. I'm going to use this shade from Stila called Kitten, which is, I feel like, the most bridal shade that you can have. This shade here by Natasha Denona is also very pretty here, but I'm gonna go in with Stila because I use this in all of my brides and it looks so good. So I like to take it on my finger because I feel like it gets the most pigment that way. And then I'm going to just apply that. See, I don't know if it shows up, but with that same brush. And what we're going to do is we're going to blend the outer corners here, where you applied kind of a shadow, because you don't want to make it look too obvious. And you kind of want to mesh the two colors together. And I'm just going to blend on top a little bit more color to our outer corner. Same color, which is the now boarding color. So we can use this to blend. Now we're going to do eyeliner. So the eyeliner that I'm going to use first, I like to layer my eyeliners because, you know, obviously the longevity of it as well too. And yeah, so I'm going to use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is waterproof. That eyeliner is on. Next we are actually going to kind of go in with just a gel liner, and then we're going to go on top of it with like an eyeshadow type of, we're going to go on top of it with a shadow. I know it's a lot, it's kind of unnecessary, but I feel like it actually helps with the longevity. So I'm going to use this Maybelline Lasting Drama gel liner on my clients. I actually like to use Inglot gel liner, but this is mine. So I'm going to go over that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow on top of that, also to kind of smoke it out a little bit. I'm going to go in with the same Morphe palette, and I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, which is Volcano. So it's like this dark brown. I'm not going to use a black because I feel like it's a little, it can get a little too much. I'm just going to go right on top of that line to kind of smoke it out, if you will. Kind of hard to show what I'm doing. Alright. I'll take just a pencil, or you can also take like a smudging brush. This is 7A on it, but I just like the small smudging brush. And we're just gonna line them right. That's the lick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the lashes. I'll pop on some lashes and then I'll come back and do the lashes on. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on our face. So I'm gonna prime. I wanted my face to be pretty glowy today, so I'm gonna use this Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer by Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Wonder Glow. Obviously, in clients, you want to apply it with like a brush or something like that. So I'm just gonna apply this everywhere because I do want to be glowy. Smashbox Photo Finish Primer to smooth out pores and everything like that. I mean, I use this on all of my clients. So like I said, I only really put it in areas that I need, which is usually where I see they have the biggest pores. So for me, it's around my cheeks, my nose, anywhere that I want to kind of smooth out. Like if I have a pimple or something like that, I'll just apply it to those. That is that. I have a beauty blender here. You want to make sure that it's more on the dry side versus the wet side, because that's what's going to hold on to our foundation. You want to use whatever foundation that you know works and know that it stays on all day. So I love the NARS Soft Matte. I also love the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue. Today I'm going to use the Soft Matte all over the face. Definitely want to avoid underneath the eyes. Okay. Alright, then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and I'm going to pretty much just blend that out. And if I feel like I need more coverage, I'll go in with the same concealer, my Soft Matte Concealer. And I'm just going to apply it over these areas. Honestly, I feel like small layers is kind of key to not being cake-faced. First, I like to use this Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade 7. I'm gonna grab just a tiny bit. A tiny bit really is all that you need. This really goes a long way, like that much. And I'm gonna do, obviously apply it underneath. The eye. I'm going to take it out here. Okay. And then for the top of that, I'm gonna go in with NARS Custard. Just in some areas here. Now that we have under eye concealer blended out or right underneath there. I am actually going to go in with a setting powder because I don't like it to sit there too long without powdering it. And again, I'm going to go in with my RCMA powder. We're going to contour, and I do a cream contouring first. So I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is like the, I think, a universal shade to contour in, which is in the shade Beautiful Bronze. So I'm actually going to apply some just on the back of my hand. Just take it. It's kind of a lot, but there's the color. This is the Morphe E56 brush. It's very dense and compact. So what I'm going to do is take it and I'm going to go in like so. And then we're going to apply this to the areas that I'm going to contour, obviously. But you definitely want to bring this higher up than the normal contour line, because that's what's going to lift up our cheeks or our contouring area. And also because when you blend normally, the contour will kind of go down here, so you always want to kind of start higher. And then we're gonna go in around the forehead here. Not too much. And while I'm doing that though, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it at the same time, just to kind of cut down time, especially when I'm doing like, you know, a bride and we're like limited on time. I like to blend while I'm applying. Alright, and then you can go in with your beauty blender and just make sure that everything is pretty blended into the skin. And this will have the foundation and the concealer left over it, so it's great for blending and make sure that everything is blended together. I actually like to use cream blushes because the goal of this makeup is longevity. So we want to make sure that we layer, and so that way it lasts all day. So I'm going to use Milk Makeup. This is like a cute little sample size that I have. This is mine, so I'm going to apply it directly onto my cheeks. And typically for me, for eye makeup, I love smokiness. That's just what I like. But I know for some of the brides that I work with, they don't really wear a lot of makeup, so they're not used to doing like the smoky, so mostly it's soft glam. So anyways, I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna blend that blush out into our contour. What we're gonna do is we are gonna bake underneath our eyes, again with the RCMA powder. And if you also get like super wrinkly hair in your laugh lines, you can also set that. And if you're super oily, you can also go ahead and set it on your T-zones here. Bronzer. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in number to whatever bronzer you have and that you love and use. And obviously that's what I would go for. So this. Then cover that in a little bit. Away this big here. Make sure you get everything off because you don't want it to look ghostly underneath here. For the rest of my face, like under here, I'm going to use my Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I'm going to go ahead and set under here. Luminoso, which is my favorite blush by Milani, which is like a peachy pink. Alright, so I applied my blush. I went ahead and used this ColourPop highlighter in Wisp as my highlighting base. I love this. It goes on very buttery, creamy, and I don't know, I just love it. And then I'm gonna go on top of it with the Becca Champagne Pop, which is super pretty. Mine's broken and jacked up right now, but yeah, if you love highlighter, girl, if you love highlighter, go for it. I'm just gonna take this for our nose contouring. My Charlotte Tilbury powder. This is a Morphe M574. And it's super precise. So it gets the Champagne Pop highlighter. I'm going to apply it just on the bridge here, down the bridge, and the nose. Alright, we're going to do it underneath our eyes. So I'm going to go in with our bronzer shade. You can stop there if you don't want it to be too like dark. I'm also going to go in with now 40 color. I want to darken it up just a little bit underneath there. Go in with highlighter into our inner corners. We'll do Lush mascara. I'm using the Morphe setting spray. Now time for the lips. I'm gonna line my lips with this NYX lip liner in the shade Nutmeg.